look, you've gotten worse, bro. So now what I want everyone to understand, this is what I want everyone to understand. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Arteta, and he's here to dominate the league for the next few years. There's a new sheriff in town, and it's Big Teta. Big Teta, the Arsenal, we're back. We are back. The Invincibles, they're nothing. They're nothing compared to what the next 5 years is going to be. Big Teta and the Arsenal have rolled into town, bro, on the chariot made of gold, bro, whipping up horses. We're going at 100 miles per hour. The Pep reign of terror is over. There is a new sheriff in town, and it is us. You're all pissed. I'm telling you now, you man are all pissed. All my ops are in hell. Aston Villa in hell.
No, I'm laughing, bro. Did you just say
hell? All my ops.
Did you
just chatting to him? He's just chatting to him on the bench.
I wonder if I'll get away with it. I wonder if I'll get away with it.
No. You man aren't deep in it. He was gonna bring on Salah, yeah?
Look how much space is on the right hand side, you man. What is this?
Oh my!
This is a bunch of BS.
They're trying to get him sacked.
I'm done, bruv. I've got kids, bruv. It's a Friday. Why am I doing this? I'm done. Bye, man. Listen.
By the way, just let you know.
Brother, oh my goodness. No, man. He's looking right across the line. Dimwit, bro. Oh my God. Right there.
Cal's crashing out.
Bobby got someone right. Oh my God. For the life of me. For the life of me.
No. Man fully crashed out. Hey, man, he was at home just watching the game. Man forgot he was definitely on copy.
For me, you man.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Liverpool emergency meeting. We ain't done one of these in a while, to be honest. But there's Takeover news. There's Akliouche news. There's plenty of stuff to bring you, Habibis. So big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. There's already 300 people locked in. We haven't even started the stream yet, and there's 300 people in the building. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for joining us. So please like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you, please like and subscribe. Keep getting involved in the chat. Keep letting us know your opinions. We're joined by 4 legends and Ram. Still worth a like, you get me? So please like the video and subscribe now. All the links are in the description. Go give all my brothers a subscribe. And after 5,700 attempts, hi.
Hello, stranger.
How many times have I messaged you, Monts? Tell them. I'm going to do to you what you did to Carl. Go on. How many times?
Bro, you messaged me once, bro. You messaged me once. I got back to you straight away, and I let you know that I was gonna be here.
He's lying too much already by saying got back to you straight away.
You know what I'm saying? Listen. I'll be honest. Like trying to get hold of Hassan. Honestly, guys, it's the hardest.
Complete lie. I reply quicker than you do, and you know it.
Hardest thing in the world. You get it. Global TV. How many? What you got? 100K now? I lost count. Do you know what
I'm not even at 78K yet.
Not even. Hold on, guys. You guys hear that one? Not even. He said
because you said 100. I'm not at 100.
I hear it, man. Listen, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy.
Yeah. I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's good to see the guys. Rak and bro, it's been a long time. I feel like we've missed a lot of trials and tribulations. my friend, we went through the hardest time.
We just passed each other in the night.
Here because there's
whole of last season.
We need,
I mean,
we need the billionaire expert to talk about the billionaires. 100%.
Me and Rak clearly only speak with Liverpool crap. I don't think we've ever streamed in Liverpool. But it's good to see you, bro. I hope you're in the family level.
Fair enough.
all good, bro.
Big up to all of you guys, man. Look, already almost 400 people in here. Like I said, we're not even at 100 likes yet. Just close the live chat, hit the like button, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. The link is in the pinned comment. I want to start by talking about the upstairs stuff first. You know, the Jeff Bezos, you know, the takeover and all this stuff first, and then we'll get to the Akliouche and the transfers part of things. All the links are in the description, like I said, so please go give all my brothers a subscribe. And even the ones that aren't here today, you can find their links in the description. So yeah, please go subscribe to every single one of them. You'll see me in all their comment sections. Even Monts, when he goes like, big up Hossam every time, and then he doesn't respond to my WhatsApp. So yeah, big up to you guys. Anyway, let's start by talking about the takeover. And there's only one guy to start with before we open the floor up. Hi, Rax. You know, as a fellow billionaire, you know, with the likes of Jeff Bezos and others, crypto billionaire, of course, for the ones that know the story, you know, sold a lot of his Bitcoins, and mashallah, may God bless you and your family. Talk to me, Rax. How do you feel, jokes aside, about this 30% thing, the consortium? Do you think it's going to lead to a gradual takeover anyway? How do you feel about it?
So I've kind of haven't really been following like regular club football too much since the end of the season. Kind of zoned out a bit. Watched the World Cup, obviously, but so I haven't even been on Twitter that much. So I'm kind of coming at this kind of fresh. And I haven't really looked at a lot of people's opinions. My opinion on most of these guys is I don't trust them. Trust is one of those things that it takes a long time to get, and it's easy to lose. I've lost faith in the FSG. Look, let's all go back to the point, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, where it pretty much came out that they were looking to sell the club. And I said at the time, if you're not committed to Liverpool, I'm not committed to you, right? I only want people at Liverpool, whether it be player, manager, owners, whatever. You need to be there and in it 100%. You need to be giving everything. And anything less than that is unacceptable. So if you want to sell the club, as far as I'm concerned, you can fuck off. Now, the fact that they put the club up for sale and couldn't get the money they wanted, and then they kind of backtracked a little bit and sold minority stakes and kind of said, oh, well, you know, we were never actually looking to sell the club. Everybody knows what they were trying to do, right? At some point, they are looking to exit their investment, as all good investors will do, right? John Henry is 75 or something, or whatever age he is. He ain't got long left. And sorry, I know that may be a little bit brutal, but it's true.
Wow, jeez.
And look, you're gonna. But the multiples they've made, they've 15x or whatever it is their investment in the last 15 odd years. They've done really well. The growth from the club from this point forward isn't going to be at that stratospheric level, regardless of the whole World Cup and America getting interested in soccer and all this kind of stuff. We've heard all that before. It's going to be much more incremental, and you're going to see other clubs not be owned by one party, because not many people have 5 billion, 4.5 billion, 4 billion to just come in. Even look at Chelsea, right? Everyone said Chelsea in the wrong position. That's a consortium. It's Clearlake, Bowley, the Swiss guy, all these kind of random collection of investors. Look at most American sports. There's not most of them. They may have a principal owner, but they've got several other owners. This. I mean, you mentioned crypto, but this Chamat Palapatapia, whatever his name is, he was a part owner of the Warriors, for example. Other people are part owners. Even FSG themselves is a collection of individual investors alongside FSG, and even FSG are made up of Tom Werner and all these guys. So ultimately, I expect whatever sell to happen, this to form part of their exit strategy. Maybe they end up keeping in the longer term or in the medium term a minority stake, but somebody else will be owning Liverpool, I think, or a collection of people will be owning Liverpool in the next 4 or 5 years. I'd be very surprised if that wasn't the case. So I don't like Amazon. I don't like Jeff Bezos. I think these people are scumbags. I look at this guy from what's it called, who's just left QPR. As far as I'm concerned, QPR haven't been left in a better position than when Amit Bhatia bought the club, despite the fact he's got these Indian the Indian billionaires. As far as I'm aware, I don't know how well they haven't got a sporting background. At least I can look at FSG's sporting background and say there's a degree of success there, even before they purchased Liverpool. Right? They had success with the Red Sox and stuff like that. They turned the 100-year curse or whatever it was. So I look at all this stuff with skepticism, and until they start doing well, I don't trust any of them. And that also goes. My main criteria though is I want the club to be self-sustaining. I don't want to have some billionaire and use Liverpool like some kind of toy and all this kind of stuff, just buying random players all over the place. I want us to be run like a proper club with good decision making. Like the one thing I'll say about FSG in general, and there have been moments where they've gone away from this, which I'm very critical of, that we need to be run by a proper club. We need to be run in a self-sustaining model. And I think longer term, that's what's going to bring stability and success to Liverpool. Sorry, that was a bit of a monologue.
No, it's okay. We wanted to hear the expert's opinion first. Guys.
Rest in peace, John Henry. That's what I know. That's what I heard there, man.
This is one way to get your show cancelled. One way to say it.
That's literally what I heard there.
Expect a phone call from John W. Henry.
Linda's going to be doing very well. Linda is going to be doing very well. Trust me.
No, she might kill him off by banging him. You never know.
Sorry, that took up a notch there.
It sounds like Liverpool going through the Manchester United model, and that's a little bit of a worry. Like Ratcliffe came in with a 28%, I think, stake, and he basically runs the football inside of Manchester United, don't he? And the Glazers just pick up the majority stake and just milk the investment. I don't like all this co-ownership. Look, if he's coming in, it's rumoured now. I think the Financial Times and the Guardian both said it's going to be between 30 and 33%, $1.5 billion.
That's a lot of percentage.
You're not owning that much of a percentage just to make money. No. You know what I mean? You want to say that. You want to say how your money's being used. You're gonna want to say, especially that much of a percentage. So it is a little bit of a worry. I always feel like I'm not FSG's biggest fan or anything, but sometimes it's always better the devil you know than the devil you don't. And, is there proof that these guys coming in can make us better than FSG currently are? Or could they just do the same that FSG are doing, but they're more unlikable? And we're still stuck in the same position. I don't think FSG will ever completely sell Liverpool. I can see them having a minority stake at the club, like what Rak said there, where they can still make money, make a percentage of Liverpool if needed. But if this does go through, whenever it goes through, if it does at the end of the day, it's the start of a takeover, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's what you do. I know a lot of these like billionaires, like Bezos worth 200 odd billion quid. But how much has he got in liquid cash? Amazon is probably valued at that. But what's his liquid cash? What's his liquid assets? Liverpool are almost a $6 billion company. To buy that, you have got to have that much liquid cash. And that's the way they usually do it, is they buy stakes. They buy a quite a sizable stake first, and then they keep buying stakes and stakes. I think, didn't this happen at Arsenal as well, where they come in and...
Yeah, with the Conkeys.
And then they started buying... and they started buying more and more stakes, and then eventually they were the major shareholders. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's going to happen at Liverpool. I wouldn't be surprised in about 4 years' time that, by the time John Henry's probably 80, Liverpool got new ownerships with a more someone with a high majority stake in the football club. But I don't see FSG just completely selling. I'll be surprised.
It'll take time, Jay. It'll take time.
Yeah. So it's weird. It's strange. It leaves us in this weird bubble where we still don't know what's going on with our football club.
Do you guys think it's going to be a takeover, like fully at some point, basically, like a gradual takeover?
Yeah, he'll get 51% eventually and be the major shareholder.
It will never ever be a full
yeah.
takeover because, like what Jamie said, at the end of the day, FSG would want to keep a hold of Liverpool as a minority because, again, it makes the money. It's still a valuable asset in the world, regardless if it's football and sport. In general, the Liverpool Football Club in general is a valuable asset. So they will always want to keep a hold of it. But the whole point of this is that it's probably a start of a potential majority stake ownership of the football club. And like what Rak said, it becomes a little bit messy afterwards. I think not only United were like that, Arsenal were like that for a while. And then back I remember in the mid 2010s, they used to have multiple voices in the back room because it was not only Kroenke, it was another guy. I can't remember the guy's name. Usmanov. That's his name.
There was Usmanov. Arsenal has been. They had all the old boys, Peter Hillwood, and all these kind of guys own different percentages. There was a lady, something I can't remember what her name was. These random dignitaries owned all kinds of percentages of Arsenal. So, if ultimately these things got consolidated into two major owners,
which was Usmanov and Kroenke.
And the Kroenkes, and then Usmanov. But the problem is that Usmanov wanted to invest, but the Kroenkes didn't want to invest, and ultimately, but with 30% or less than 30%, Usmanov was basically stuck because he couldn't. He had to buy. The only people who he could buy from were the Kroenkes, and the Kroenkes weren't willing to sell, and that's why he ultimately sold his. Yeah. He ultimately gave in and sold his stake to them, and then went and bought Everton.
He tried to buy Everton,
and then he messed Everton up, and then left with his tail between his legs.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Mad. The thing is, and the one thing that Rak said, which is really important, you want footballing people there, and look, the Mittal family, what they've done with QPR. The QPR haven't seen the Premier League for almost a decade now, and they
isn't it true that they own the British steel industry as well?
They do. They own the British steel industry, and they make the Mittal family make a lot of money because obviously, look, I don't want to get into the details of the steel industry, the amount of aerospace contracts that we have, defense contracts that UK have, is going to be constantly working. So that's just by to buy. What they've done for QPR is, again, whilst they are a minority shareholder, I'm not too convinced to buy it. And regardless if people say, "Oh, it's only QPR," it's still an asset which you haven't been able to produce the goods for. Like QPR have always had the ambition of trying to get back into the Premier League, and they've been nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. At one point, they were ahead of Nottingham Forest in getting into the Premier League. How is it that Nottingham Forest are now in the Premier League and they're still hovering around mediocre positions in the Championship? And people saying like, "Oh, but they have some form of sporting background." Like the Mittal family I think they own Rajasthan Royals in the IPL. Let me just say this: the Rajasthan Royals haven't won an IPL since the start of IPL, which was back in 2007. They haven't. They've been up and down, up and down. So
yeah. They're not been good.
when it comes to sporting decisions, like look, FSG at least have. I think FSG had a form of getting of a team to the promised land, which was Boston Red Sox twice. Obviously, the curse of the Bambino was a big thing in baseball, and they ended up breaking it. The most important thing for me is that the values of the football club are still there. We spend well, we invest in the youth academy, and we have an identity. Those are the main three things that we have to keep a hold of, regardless of who comes in. And from what people have been saying about how these guys want to start buying the superstar players that I've been seeing around Twitter, sometimes buying Galacticos don't mean success. Ask Real Madrid back in the mid-2000s what happened to the Galacticos. Like, it doesn't guarantee success. There has to be an equilibrium when it comes to bringing in the right quality players. It's not all about just spending money willy-nilly, and we'll probably get on to transfers because look, at the end of the day, we still need to be making moves in the transfer window, but it can't be going out buying the luxury cars and everything. Sometimes you need to buy the reliable, the steady eddies, because you need steady eddies in your team. And for me, if we are there just to go and sign if they're there just to go and sign the superstar signings, then yeah, we've seen this happen before. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a difficult one. I kind of just echo what Ram said. Really, I feel like as long as the values stay the same, and I think we got to be quite clear on what the same is, because we still have our issues with FSG, anyways. Do you know what I'm saying? But like what Jamie said, the devil, you know, is you kind of prefer the devil, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? In certain situations, and I think I can maybe speak for all of us when I say we've all had our run-ins with FSG, but at the end of the day, the club is in a better place than when they picked it up, to when they probably could be letting the club go. I think whoever does come in and, you know, whoever's going to be the one to hold the majority stake within due time, kind of what Ram said, they need to just do things the right way and maybe pick up traits of what FSG adopted, but also look at what FSG haven't done at times. And, you know, we still have to look at things like, you know, the Michael Edwards thing, you know, and then, you know, making empty promises, you know, and now leading to silly transitions, you know, showing naivety when it comes to investing money, short-term foolishness.
For me, sorry, man, I just want to stop you there. The one thing big for me is the contracts.
Yeah,
contracts is the biggest thing for me.
That's another thing. That's what I mean. That's another thing. So as I said, like there's still a list of things that FSG have very broadly just failed on.
Neglected, yeah.
And neglected is probably a better word to use.
Yeah.
So I think it's about, if I'm honest, I don't really have any preferences on who takes over the club or who keeps on buying minority stakes until they become a majority stakeholder. Again, it's just how they conduct themselves once they become a major stakeholder within our club. And again, it's annoying how much little control the fan base will have over this stuff, but I just kind of I don't want things to kind of go in the Chelsea direction. I don't really want it to go into the Man United direction either. However, what I would say is that the only thing that maybe is a glimmer of light is that with what Radcliffe's doing with United, you can tell there's more of a footballing brain behind things compared to how it was under the Glazers when they held the majority stake of the club. They were leeching off of that club for years, and I don't want us to kind of fall into that situation, because at the end of the day, as much as we can talk about FSG and how much we didn't like things they did, it was never as bad as how bad it got under the Glazers, or kind of something naivety that we've seen at Blueco with Blueco and what's going on over there, and how much the Chelsea fans are probably suffering. So whoever becomes that major stakeholder really needs to take some notes, and hopefully understand the Liverpool way if they give a toss about the Liverpool way. Because let's be honest, if you invest in something, how much do you care about the intangibles of what goes on in what you've invested? It's only whether it's going to make you more money than when you put
This is the thing. What is the motivation behind the investment? Right? Like, FSG have made a shitload of money from Liverpool, absolutely. But they also revolutionized the way the club was run. And they had a sporting idea. They had a structure. They went away with it away from it a few times. They gave Rodgers a contract, and that kind of whole thing didn't kind of fell apart in the end when Suarez left. They gave Klopp more power, and that ended up, you know, prior to that, Edwards ended up leaving. There was obviously a bit of a clash. So if the club is run properly, I don't mind there being a bit of a motivation for investors to make money, because that's just how sports and business is. But they have to have also a philosophy of winning. And if they make money and we win, then I'm okay with it. We also kind of, like, if we win and they lose a shitload of money, that's probably not very good for us either in the long term. So
they got to have a plan, Rax. They got to have a plan. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, from what I can see, if they like looking for a short, you know, stake, well, small stake, like 30%, that means they're willing to learn like what the club's about before they take full ownership. Maybe this is why they're taking a small step towards that, and then learn about the football club, learn about the history and tradition of Liverpool Football Club, and
Or
see
maybe the small step to know if it's a smart investment.
because like if yeah, but Monts, like if you're a business person, you're not gonna. And you're worried, and you're not unsure about things. You're not going to go full, are you? You're going to do a short thing, and then and then you just move on. If it's successful and it's what you like, then you obviously invest even further to take over full control eventually. It just shows to me, from what I can see, I want to divert from that stuff a little bit, that FSG can't afford Liverpool in regards to financing on the pitch. That's why someone like this is coming in. That's how I see it, guys.
Would you also be?
You want to know why the reason why I agree with Fozzie's last statement? There's a big reason for it, which is now, in order to play ball in the current transfer market, you're gonna have to probably spend close to 200 plus almost every single transfer window. And in my opinion, the football that FSG first bought into when they bought Liverpool Football Club is a completely different football. Let's be honest and objective about this. If Brighton want to take the next step, they have to spend 300 million.
Yeah.
If Liverpool want to take the next step, they have to spend 300 million. Today, we made the calculations. I'm literally going to share screen just to show you guys. Today, one guy in the chat suggested, listen, let's just sell Gakpo and McAllister and let's just buy replacement. Why is it difficult? And by the way, I didn't even put in any crazy players. I'm going to show you guys on the tactics board. I'm going to share on the screen now. We sold McAllister and thingy. We sold McAllister and Gakpo, and we bought in normal replacement. Spence, Sangare, Kone, Pardo, Leao, even on a cheap. Like, we didn't do anything crazy, right? Like, the only one is Barcola because the club are linked with him. When we calculated the money that it would take to do this transfer window, if you include Monos in it, it's almost 440 million pounds. So when you're looking at it, they bought the club for 300 million. 15 years later, 16 years later, whatever it is, clubs now need 300 millions to compete, because now you've got fans online and you've got people online who voice their opinions, and you've got 80% of Anfield booing a Premier League winning manager. The club ethos has changed. No one can deny that. We are no longer the Liverpool from 20 years ago. Yes, 20 years ago, Rafa Benitez wouldn't have been booed. Guess what? They booed Slot. This is the reality, and we must accept it. The fan base has changed and the club has changed. And what we did last summer with the whole Isak, Wirtz, and etc., the club thought that after last summer, things are going to go back to normal. Now I'm going to sign the normal 30, 40 million pound players, and I've established my future. But guess what? Konate left because he wants to go to Real Madrid, and etc. Like 5, 6 different things happened. Salah left the club as well. Konate left. Robertson left. Slot got sacked. They got a new manager in. Now, in order to compete at the top, you've got to spend 300 million pounds, 400 million pounds. Even if we keep Gakpo and McAllister, you can make the claim that we would need to spend almost 250 million to 300 million pounds. And I don't think they can afford to play ball. And having listened to you guys, I think all of you guys agree with, which is also my opinion, that it's going to be a gradual takeover. I don't think this is a thing where they just buy 30% and everyone just dips and calms down. Let's be honest, Jeff Bezos is not going to invest, and the consortium that runs the steel industry in England or in Britain is not just going to invest in a club and just dip, basically. Like, they're not just going to put 30% and, yeah, give me revenue every year. That's not what they're going to do. Because the thing that everyone needs to understand is, and Rax knows this, obviously, as the billionaire on the panel, there is a big difference between revenue and profit. Football clubs are not profitable. Many football clubs do not make profit because there is running costs and operating costs and all this stuff. You could win the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and still make a loss because you've renovated Anfield and the players have bonuses and you have to pay out this guy, and this agent has a clause that if his player wins the Champions League, he gets a 5% of blah, blah, blah. So football clubs aren't profitable, but they make revenue, which is two completely different things. So yeah, you make revenue, but you end up spending your revenue basically on operations and stuff like this. So for me, I think this is like an Ineos. I think what Jamie said at the start is what's going to happen. I think this is an Ineos situation. I think this is them putting their foot through the door to eventually burst the door open and take over the kingdom. This is legitimately what I believe. I don't think this is just a 30% thing and that's it. Because what Fozzie said is true. FSG can't play ball with the current owners and the way that they're doing stuff. Chelsea, consortium. Arsenal, Kroenke family, who already own NFL and blah 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 and all this stuff anyway, and they're
They own a
swimming
lot
in
of
money.
stuff,
They
yeah.
own
Yeah.
I mean,
wife
even
owns Walmart.
as Walmart, exactly. Yeah.
City, country. You get me? Like Man United, Ineos, consortium, group of people taking over who have loads of money. So once again, you're playing on a table that you can't afford, basically.
We have actually quite poor owners in comparison to some of these teams.
Exactly. That's
Aston Villa's owners are richer than ours.
They're rich.
Yeah.
Aston Villa's rich, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I will give FSG credit for? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's not on the playing field; it's probably behind the scenes. And the fact that our growth does go up year on year, and the sponsorships they get in, they try and make sure that we don't make losses, even when building a stadium and building training grounds and stuff like that. When you look at Chelsea and that, who spend a shitload of money but still make massive losses sometimes, you know, I have to give FSG a little bit of credit there. I mean, I say it as well. You know about transfer fees and all that. I don't even think transfer fees are the issue. I think it's wages, because Liverpool were very happy, and they did. They bid 100 million euros for a right winger that no one's known about for 6 months. Just like that, you know, 100 million euros we bid for him. I think it's wages. I honestly do. I think it's wages that is what bleeds football clubs. That is what's bleeding football clubs is turnover in wages. You know.
Well, that's. I mean,
I think it's
like even like all the financial regulations. They don't really focus on transfer fees too much. They look at your squad cost ratio, and a big part of that is your wages, like you say.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah.
I think it's also dependent on the player as well. So, like for them, when they're looking at Diamande for 100 or a million, it was more of the value, the worth of the player, the amount of years that they can give to us as well. Potential sell-on ability if he is going to be that sort of player. So they are looking at stuff like that. I think it's more of the case of, I think it's the inflation that's happened as well as the big thing. I don't think they've realized how inflated the market would be. I think there's a reason why there's been so much murmurings about the academy for quite a while now. Like even look, I wasn't a massive fan. I wasn't a fan, but I wasn't a massive, like I wasn't like watching academy games week in, week out. Normally I get my academy info from Cal, but for some reason, especially for the last 7 months or so, there's been so much positivity about the academy. There's so much news about all these young players that are coming through from the academy, which I haven't heard since probably Trent Alexander-Arnold, who, let's be honest, everyone knew about Trent because of a certain Steven Gerrard that mentioned him in his book. I think there's also another reason why that some of these owners are looking at these young players and starting to bring in a lot more youth players, which we'll probably get onto in a little bit later when we talk about transfers. But that's something else as well, in my opinion. The market is just so inflated. I don't think anyone in the footballing sphere could predict the market be this inflated as it is. We thought, okay, Neymar happened. That's probably going to be the absolute max. It won't inflate as much as that. But this market right now, look, Morgan Rogers going for 117, Elliot Anderson going for 130. No, not one person on this earth would ever predict that was going to happen. Not one person, but it has.
No, the wages. The wages are an issue in football at the moment. You look at what players are getting paid. It's getting a bit over the top. That's why, you know, you can't ever. The Premier League's too far gone there to do wage caps and stuff like that. That would never happen. but yeah, wages are getting a bit crazy. You see what players are going for, and you know, you hear their wages they're being paid. Like, I'm not blaming City for this or anything like that, but Mamouche going to City and almost on 300 bags a week straight away is just crazy. You know what I mean? It's just because they can, because they have like unlimited funds. They can pay them wages without worrying about it. You know, that's just the way football's going right now. And if like Liverpool feel like they need a cash injection to keep them going with the the way football's going with the wages, then FSG are probably going to look for that cash injection. And I believe it was FSG who informed the Financial Times about this potential thingy as well. So, yeah, I think they're looking for that cash injection. I think they know, like Sam said, I think they know, like, the way football is going now, to keep doing that year on year and trying to make profit and trying to balance the sheets and, you know, and try and still buy good players in, they might not be at that market anymore. So they're looking for cash injection, maybe.
Jake, the thing is, though, that there's limits to what owners can put in, right? There's a reason why Newcastle was stuck. Because their owner, that they thought, you know what, we'll come in, our owner's going to flash the cash, they're the richest. Remember the people were talking about, oh yeah, Newcastle's owners, they could buy every single other ownership in the Premier League. And like, there's a reason why they haven't been able to spend that kind of money, because the rules have tightened up so much. Newcastle fans are screwing. Before they were saying, I don't want to stick it in because Newcastle fans have had a bit of a tough time recently, right? But Newcastle fans saying, all we want is Mike Ashley gone. We don't even want anybody else. We just want Mike Ashley gone. Doesn't have to be him. All of a sudden, the Saudis show up. They're dancing up and down the town wearing a load of, you know, Saudi gear and thinking they hit the jackpot. Where has that gone? Why has that money not been spent? Because they can't. The financial regulations are very, very strict. And you need to adhere to them now.
It's not strict on us, though. Let me ask you guys one last question about this ownership stuff before we move on to talk about transfers. Do you guys think one of the reasons as well why FSG are looking at an exit strategy is because they can't use the multi-club model anymore?
I think they did. The problem with the multi-club model is I think the return they got with Liverpool, they're never going to get that from any other club in any other league. And that's the reason why they backed out of it, and that's why Michael Edwards is pissed off, because that's the reason why he came back.
What about Milan?
You're not going to get a 15x return in 15 years by buying a club in the French division. That's just not going to have. The French league is not going to grow at that kind of rate. The Spanish league is not going to grow at that kind of rate. The money is in English football, and only in English football, and it's going to stay like that until the Super League comes about.
But I don't think it's down to the multi-club model. I don't think, because again, like, look, it was a plan that they wanted to do, that they thought it could be beneficial for both Liverpool and for the actual club. But again, for me, I've always thought when it comes to football in general, the multi-club model was only going to be in the same sort of breath as like a second club for them, like Liverpool Juniors, a bit similar to what Chelsea had with Vitesse Arnhem to an extent. I don't think the restrictions are really are a big reason behind it, like, for me.
Spence. Anyone else want to say anything?
I mean, the fact that we're even having this stream in this amount of detail with the financials, I think there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Once upon a time, this wouldn't.
It's because we're all accountants, isn't it?
No. I mean, once upon a time, this wouldn't have been major news. A, because we'd either be winning trophies, or B, because we're making signings. But
I think this should be big news if anyone coming in trying to take 30% of your football club.
I think it would be big news, but I don't think it would be an emergency.
Man United made massive news of it, and they spent money like no one's got out of.
The United fans definitely had emergency meetings, but let me just.
They haven't been in the title race for 14 years.
No, but Jay, there was also talks about Qatar. There was talks about Qatar.
Oh yeah, to be fair, the Qatar actually, let me not lie. That was
chill out. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. There's almost 1,000 people in the building. Please do close the live chat and hit the like button, guys. We can't have 1,000 people in here, and we're not even at 300 likes yet. Please close the live chat and subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you, please like and subscribe now. Let me just get these supers. I'm gonna move on, talk about the on the pitch stuff, so Monts doesn't get upset. Big up to D Paul, who says emergency stream. We are Liverpool. This means more. What the hell? Please give me context. Context is, it seems like the owners wanna exit strategy. Basically, they want to leave the football club. So Yeah, that's what it seems like at least. So
do we know? Like we're saying that FSG want to leave and it's an exit strategy. Oh, do we know for sure if FSG's have contacted people about being investments, or did this just come out of the blue and they asked FSG?
I mean, even a few years ago, they said
they were
like
this isn't the first
gradual takeover is because I don't think Jeff Bezos will get involved in a.
I don't think Jeff Bezos will be involved in Liverpool at all.
No, but FSG have been seeking external investment for a long time. They've been seeking minority investment for like 15. In the late teens. Yeah, the sort of
2018 because that's when the first major news were happening. About
investment.
Yeah.
Investment's cool. I mean, that equity firm came in and it's got a 3% share. So that's and I think that share was for advertisement and commercial revenue, weren't it? So to help with that, 33%. Yeah, Bron got 2%, and he took that out and put it back into FSG. I think Liverpool's having a 30 to 33 is ginormous.
It is,
it's massive. It's massive. It's a different world.
Is it 5.6 the club's off right now? Is it 5.6?
So the club is worth $4.5 billion apparently.
It's 4.5.
Pounds. No, it's pounds. It's probably $5.6 billion.
Yeah. And then it'll go to $6 billion if the $1.5 million stake comes.
Because imagine what. So you guys know what the 30% of that is. That's
Redbird don't invest into Liverpool. They invest into FSG.
Yeah.
What Hussam and his
would you want a majority stake in Liverpool? Would you?
Me? I'd accept a minority. I've got 100 quid sitting next to my bed. Maybe if they willing to start sending me.
Who has 100 quid just sitting next to their bed?
No, I don't know.
That's in itself,
I haven't had a chance to go to the bank. I don't use cash anymore. Who uses cash these days?
To be fair, I'm with you on that one.
I'm going to say one thing.
I haven't seen a note in ages.
There's only one reason why. There is only one reason why a man has cash next to the bed, and that's all I'm going to say.
No, man. It could be a swear jar. It could be a swear jar.
What Hussam and his article is cooking videos. They lost both of their top
swear jar.
Big up, big up to
swear,
you, man. Thank you for
Let Sam read the supers, man.
Yeah, let me read them. Big up, thank you. But I also did a United are cooking and Chelsea are cooking because they're both cooking. So, yeah, I just report the news. Time to replace Rax with Tom. BS in Scouse accent is better. Hussam, you remember the Twitter days talking ethics and business where money is key outcome? Yeah, I remember those ethics days, and I went on Kopish. My debut on Kopish 5 years ago was me doing this whole morals and ethics stuff.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
There is no ethical billionaire, guys. No one becomes a billionaire by selling Beatles CDs. I promise you guys.
That's true. But there are still levels to this game, right? There's a difference. There's a difference between what some people do, what other people do.
For me, it'll be dangerous. I promise you.
Huh?
I promise if you go down this road with me, it'll be dangerous.
No. But we can have. There's obviously a whole different discussion. But I always think that there of course, there's nuance, right?
Read about AXA and read about Standard Chart.
I've read all that stuff, but even that stuff, there's a difference, right? There's a difference between that stuff.
A village in Colombia burning down is okay.
Yeah, we're going down a really sticky road right now. Let's just to the other side.
No, but I'm always happy. If you're going to have this conversation, we can have this conversation. But there's a difference between direct and indirect. Right, I think we all agree to understand that.
U-turn, please.
Maybe now might not be the time.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Osman, big up to you. You've watched me for a long time. I think you've been brainwashed by the people online. We speak about all the clubs on this channel. Don Hussam. When I first started it was called This is Football. So I've been talking about everyone from the start.
Yeah,
and if I think someone is cooking, I'll say it. My Madueke reaction video was 2 minutes of me laughing. So
do people not still realise that you're a generic football channel, that you do cover everything?
We've been trying to say it.
Wow.
I'd love Bezos taking over Liverpool over FSG. The guy is committed when he does something, 100% not like FSG searching for upside and no real passion. This guy means business and we want success. To be fair, from that perspective, that is also something that I don't think anyone can deny, which is like Jeff Bezos outside football is a winner. Like
But-
yes, but what?
It's not going to be Bezos. Bezos is only just going to be a backup.
We can only the Guardian reported that Ramos, not me. The
Yeah, but
Guardian.
clear like only a backer, ain't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
That's
thing.
true.
So it depends.
Because
Does he even know anything about like sport? Like is he invested in sport like that?
This is the thing. At least with FSG, they have a background of success in sport. When I look at Amit Bhatia, they have a background of failure in sport, right? And he's apparently the guy fronting this. So I don't even have any kind of anything tangible to connect to and say that okay, this gives me some these guys have done something. They may have stabilized the finances of QPR, but QPR have pretty much languished in mid-table or in the bottom half of the table in Championship for the last 11 years.
When they were Premier League players.
Also, richer owners don't mean better owners.
Yes, that is true.
Yes,
I'm saying
ain't the Glazers worth more?
Bezos' history. I don't really know. Like, obviously, I know how he's a very rich person. He's a very rich investor, guy, whatever. But I don't know his background. If he has a background in sport, I don't know what his thing is. What's his thing?
I
don't know anything in sport. Is it like Iron Man 3? Is it the Mandarin? Is it just a name?
Jeff Bezos sold shit out of his garage, and that made him get the idea for Amazon. It's true, though. That's a true story. That's what it was. No, did it?
I'm picking him up for that. So,
On your point,
Can someone just read out Peter Kropotkin? Peter Kropotkin says Bezos will sack the dinner ladies. That's brilliant.
If anyone says Carol, that's it.
Yeah, that's
Carol,
it.
Carol.
We have to storm AXA and be like, nah. Carol has to get a job back.
Carol survived everything at Liverpool.
I will, on your point though, Jay, ain't the Glazers richer than Jim Ratcliffe?
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing to go by.
The only ones richer than the Glazers was actually literally the city owners.
Are those Cronkies as well?
No, the Glazers are richer than the Cronkies, no?
I mean, the Cronky family was richer than the Glazers.
The Cronkies own everything.
Yeah, America, they own everything.
They do.
They own arenas, don't they? Own the arena in LA.
For the Rams, I think.
Yeah, and they own the Staples Center. I can't remember.
Yeah, they are. They're richer by about 10 billion. Only 10 billion.
Only 10 billion. Okay.
Only 10 billion.
Yeah, Arsenal got.
We can't trust Indy anymore with whoever took his account over last year has given it back. But if Fonzie is here, we should buy Ferran Torres. Yeah, Fonzie ain't here. But yeah, thank you for this.
We have Ferran Torres. I want my Ferran Torres.
Bezos is a scamming guy, though. Don't trust him near LFC. Here we go. See, people already
moving on.
I'm a scummy guy. What's it matter, man? Do you know what I mean?
This is true.
I don't
He's
want
on
to
the
go down this.
What do you mean this is true?
This is true.
You called yourself a scamming guy. What about say? I disagree.
I was honestly joking.
So is Arsenal cooking? They were cooking, but they didn't get any of their targets. Use your brain cells, brother. Use your brain cells. Can they take all our American youth? We need better players over here. Who's the American youth that they want them to take?
No idea.
Do they just in Great Britain?
Oh.
What are we doing?
FSG already showed me the Gucci bag last summer. I don't want no broke boy items anymore. This is the thing. Like us last summer are a completely different fan base to us right now, man. It's two completely different experiences.
High value items, bro.
Well, yeah. So if I buy my girl a Birkin, she's gonna want a Chanel or something, but I don't know if she's even gonna want a Chanel at that point.
LV.
I don't think you know what I'm saying. She's gonna be that Birkin ain't gonna last her forever.
That's why you get a girl who only likes Primark months. You know what I mean?
I don't have it. It doesn't exist. I don't know if she doesn't exist. I'm just purely analogy.
Wait, Jay.
There's I cannot afford to own. There's only two people on this panel that could probably afford a Birkin. you know what I'm saying? Or maybe everyone can. Who knows? But I can't afford a Birkin.
I know. Monts, don't worry. I know where you shop, bro. Don't worry.
What the fuck?
I know you like the designer brands, bro. Don't play me, bro.
Hey guys, you know what I'm saying? Sam has like 4 Birkins that he's bought on his off day. So you know what I'm saying?
No, I do not. There is not even a Birkin store in Jordan to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. You had it imported from your private jet. So it's fine.
Private jet. Wow. Hussam, I work in tech in San Francisco, and trust me, bro, you don't want that Bezos money in your club. Okay, I'm trusting you, bro, but I'm just reporting the news, bro. What can I do? Like, he's part of the consortium, Habibi. You know, so it's not up to me if I sell him or don't sell him. So,
well, they got to prove themselves, right? You know what I mean? They're gonna buy a small stake. They're gonna prove themselves. That's what they're gonna do.
So they cooked but didn't eat their food. Lol, it's all love, Habibi. By the way, they might still cook if they go and get Alvarez and Barcola and blah blah blah. Then they have cooked. So yeah, that's the thing. So it depends. It really depends on what they do till the end of the market, and they're still in the best position to win the league anyway. But regardless, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. The link is in the pinned comment. I'm trying to be a celebrity like Monts, you know. So go over there and follow me on the Instagram. Do not interrupt you get me? Don't interrupt, please. Thank you very much. Go follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to be a massive TV star and do shows with Eric Cantona like Monts says. So please hit the like button, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. Use code AmitChef for your next purchase. Now, let's talk about players and transfers. Since this morning, I'm sure all of you guys have seen the news. Akliouche, Diomande, Barcola. I don't think there is a winger on the planet we haven't been linked with at this point. We've been linked with every single player in the history of mankind that plays on the wings. Monts, since you want to talk about the players and not anymore the investment and the ownerships and stuff like this, talk to me about the possibility. And by the way, we've been linked with Djed Spence as well. I forgot who. I'm not going to say Guardian because I'm unsure if it's Guardian. It was someone else anyway. Someone linked us to Djed Spence as well. What are your thoughts on the transfer situation at the football club right now?
Little bit of the baby bath right now. I do feel a bit sick. I do feel a bit sick every day. But the Akliouche thing, he's a weird one because he's not like a GA guy. He doesn't get all of the ja, but he is very technical. He's young, youngish, 23. He's or 24. 24. He's got a lot of potential. My only problem with him is that when I watch him play, even though I feel like the French league does translate well to the Premier League, I don't know if his style of play would translate to the Prem. I feel like he's always a split second away from losing the ball. Have you guys watched Akliouche play? Like, I feel like he's always almost losing the ball. And that's not to say he's not in control of the ball. He's in control of the ball because he still manages to wriggle his way out of situations. But like, why are you always about to lose the ball?
Well, you're saying he teases the opposition defender.
Yeah, like but he's like too much. Like, I don't look at him as a. For me, when I look, I don't look at him as a distributor.
He's not a winger.
Like, I don't look at him and goes, "Oh, you're a mad creator." But I also don't look at you and go, "You're a mad goal scorer." I just feel like you're a technical player who has talent. But I don't know where that talent belongs. Does it belong on the wing? Does it belong on the 10? Are you a wing fielder?
So shit.
What are you? I don't know what he is. He's just technical and quite graceful. So maybe in Klopp's side he would have been a false 9. Maybe he would have been a false 9 in Klopp's side. Maybe that's what he would have been. Who knows? But I don't know if that's the right profile to kind of have on the right. You know, I'm not too sure about that.
What are you looking for, Monts, like on the right?
I don't mind it. But
what do you look for on the right, though, Monts? What do you want, like a pacey winger, or?
I want a winger, yeah, like cool. I'm pretty sure you guys know I like my DMs ugly and bald. Yeah, I don't want you to give a shit about how you look.
Wow.
Yeah, I want you looking ugly for the love of the game, for the love of the game.
Win your battles.
With my wingers, it depends what I have on either side. So obviously with Rio, we know what we have Rio. I need to go. We know what we have in Rio.
Yeah.
Right. On the other side now, for me, I feel like we need someone who is gonna chip in with the goals and take that pressure off of Isak. We cannot be solely relying on Isak for goals because of his fitness record alone. Forget anything he can do with a football. Forget how good he is. Forget how bad he can be. Forget how last season went and what he's done. He cannot be relied upon to replicate anything Salah's ever done in a Liverpool kit. He's going to need help. When guys like Salah leave the club, it takes 2-3 players to replace them. Let's be honest. And I think Isak is one of them. But on the right wing, I do feel like we need someone, and don't take this the wrong way, guys, someone who's kind of like a Gakpo, not in the sense that they're one-dimensional, but someone who is known for more so scoring goals and bringing the output to Liverpool. Because I feel like Rio is bringing us enough jink. If we go and get Barcola, big if, that's a lot more jink. It's not a lot of goals. Where are our goals coming from? Munoz, give me a break.
But
Barcola, don't piss me off. Rio, come on now. Ekitike has one. He has one Achilles. He has one Achilles.
Monts, have you watched Akliouche? Have you watched Akliouche? Have you watched Akliouche?
Yes,
I watched him as well. I'm gonna make a statement. I want to know if you agree with it or not. Akliouche is the Lionel Messi of Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, bro, he doesn't.
wait.
He was off camera. Did you not hear me say? Sam, I said, bro, Akliouche. I said, what is he? He does. I don't think he knows what he is. He's like Fabio Vieira. He's like João Felix. He's like Trincao. He's like these guys.
I can't believe
we just gone through like different player profiles in the space of 10 seconds.
No,
right?
we're talking about, bro. You man know what Trincao's thing is, bro. He's like a right winger. That's not a right winger. That's not a midfielder. Like it's like the João Felix conundrum. What is
okay?
Akliouche?
That makes sense.
Do you know what I'm saying? What is Akliouche, bro? I'll be honest. So for me, I want someone who can, to answer your question, Foz, is someone who can. I don't want to wince every time I see you on the ball, but I do need you to get me some goals at the same time. I do need a bit of both, but that doesn't mean
Do you care what foot it is? Because some people care about the foot. You know
what I mean? You know what?
I don't care. It's me. I don't care.
Yeah,
as long as you could provide, I don't care.
As long as you can, as long as you can pass the ball to Isak and you can strike a ball. And I don't think every time you strike, like there's certain man that strike the ball, and I don't even think it's gonna be a clean strike. Like when Barcola strikes the ball, I don't flinch. I just feel like the ball's going over the bar. I don't flinch. He has the same nausea that Diaz had. The same nausea. And at least now Diaz is older. So Diaz actually still has that one shot once in a few that flies into the top corner. Yeah. Barcola just has high profile misses. High profile misses.
But the thing is, Monts, can he improve in that though? He's only 23. So
I don't think he can.
Yes. I think
he can.
I don't think he can.
Barcola can improve. And I understand why he's a target for Liverpool because of his multifunctionality and because the winger market, we're whipping shit in the kettle right now. We're whipping hot shit in the kettle. However, it would have been Bowen. I know you guys don't like when I say that. Me, it would have been someone like Jared Bowen.
What's with Bowen, guys? Like, do you want him to be a starter or someone that's going to be a squad player?
They share the same surname. That's why.
For me. No, that's not the reason.
Wow.
That's not the reason I want Jared Bowen. That's not the reason.
It's like a dad joke, bro.
That's not the reason I want Jared Bowen. But it's true, but it's
true.
I just feel like in terms of goal scoring wingers, how many are there even left? Are there even any?
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask you, Monts.
Name me option in the winger market right now. Second, how was Salah the top?
So I've just googled it.
Yeah.
So I've just googled it. Yeah. So the apparently the top, according to Google, the top goal scoring wingers in their leagues last season was Luis Diaz, Michael Olise, Dembele, Semenyo, Lamine Yamal, and Yann Diamonde.
You can't get any of them. What's the point?
That was in their league, and it's just goals in their league. It's not assist or anything like that.
So basically, the untouchables, then, Jay. Yeah.
So apart from Yann Diamonde, who Liverpool wanted, So Liverpool profiled Yann Diamonde from early, and they went for him and put 100 million euros in, and it never worked. This is why we're scraping around for right wingers now, because the right winger market is not the best. You got some players out there that are pretty good. That Rooney guy from Barcelona, you know, he's okay, but he's got like 4 goals in 3 years, or whatever it is. You know, you got some decent footballers. They're good footballers, they're not bad footballers. But it's what's the profile? Like this Akliouche, this Akliouche kid is just he's a hipster football fan favourite. It's what he is, yeah. He's all pretty on the eye and all that, but he's shit. Right?
He just cuts in. He just cuts in. He never goes on the outside.
Do you know he only beats Allison for pace by one or something like that for a top speed.
What? Who?
Allison.
Yeah, he's slow as shit, man. He's not the profile we're looking for. If we go get him, he can only play in the 10. He can't play anywhere else.
If he plays on the right, he's just going to cut in. He's never going to go to the outside. From what I've seen, he's always cutting in, and that is about it.
So do you want us to have? Do you think, guys, that we should have a pace merchant or someone who more gets goals? I know you guys are going to say both. Yes, I know. Ideally, we'd want both. But I think they're looking for pace.
I think the idea of getting a goal merchant is very unrealistic.
There aren't any.
That's what the only ones that are available are the untouchables. The untouchables are the only ones.
There's something Jamie said before. He said something along the lines.
I'm glad he's gone, Monts, because this game.
He said something along the lines like, "Why don't we, for now, like get players that fit the system that we have that could cater for the striker? Maybe that's what we've got to do. Like, be more of a team rather than looking for wingers that always scores goals and all that stuff. So if we can facilitate, how you use that word? Facilitate. Yeah, facilitate. Yeah. If you could do that, if you could, obviously we've got out and out number 9. So if we could provide more goals for them, and they could get the odds like 10, 12 goals a season, like Gakpo, something like that. Maybe that's the route we need to go. Like if we're looking for someone like Salah, if we're looking for,
it all starts. The first thing is you have what is your idea behind the way that you want to play.
Yeah, you gotta have an identity.
We're talking about the ownership. The ownership. What do the owners want? Do they want a return on investment, or do they want to win, or some kind of? We need to know, or we don't need to know, but they need to know how they want to play, and then bring in players that fit that mold. If they want Isak to be the main goal scorer, and they think that he can get enough minutes at least until some point when Ekatike comes back, and then maybe get into a rotation, then they want him to be the primary goal scorer. Because look at the 3 we had, right? Salah was the primary goal scorer. Mane was a bit of a hybrid. He could create and score goals. And Bobby was the worst goal scorer, but he was arguably, his movement was the thing that destabilized defenses for the others to take advantage of it.
Exactly.
So as long as they're working cohesively and each person has a defined role, and then fine. If the person who's going to, we can create space for Wirtz, and Wirtz becomes the main creator, and the other guys have, then fine. But you just need to have a defined idea and follow that idea.
That's what I'm saying, Rex. Like, you don't buy a guy for 125 million just to be part of a team. He's here to score goals. So if you got people that's providing goals for him, and they could get their fair share, obviously, of goals as well, why not go down that route? Have a structure in place where it makes it easier for everybody, instead of like overcomplicating things, trying to get like wingers that you can't get. You know what I mean? And then we waste more time, and then the transfer window closes. Oh, well, at least we tried. I don't want to hear that. Just go and put a system in place like Rak said, and then let's just go for it. Because you've got a focal point there. He just needs someone that's going to provide him for goals. That's the steps we've got to take. And then, if we want these wingers that you guys want, we could like search for another 6 months or something like that.
Fazil, let me ask you a question. Do you think we're over relying on Isak though? Because it's a huge gamble him being fit the whole season.
I said that.
You could say that, but obviously. You could say that, but you've got someone like Gakpo that could play up front as well. Don't forget that. I mean,
okay, but that's the thing. Can I like
until
make
the
whole team play for Isak if he's injury prone?
No,
because I think that can work beautifully. Let's say we start the first. I'm gonna be very objective here. Yeah? Let's say Iraola has a fantastic start, and in the first 15 games. We won 12, drew 2, and lost 1, whatever, right? Like very good start to the season. Yeah, that's an amazing start to the season. Let's say then Isak, God forbid, is out for a month. Then what happens?
Look, this is what I would do. I would actually buy Ferran Torres this summer.
We said that, didn't we, Jay?
To playing that nine role.
We have so many very like I know. It's
No, but he can play.
What I can't believe is
what Ferran Torres is. Our Ferran Torres is Victor Munoz. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, Victor Munoz. Look, we don't know how good Victor Munoz is. Could be, by the way. Victor Munoz.
He's not very good.
How do you know?
I watched.
You watched him?
As in, like, not like watching him.
Are we talking about little clips that you saw or full 90 minutes?
Yeah. No, okay, listen.
So you watched every game he played.
I haven't watched him like how I watched, obviously, Ryan Cherky week in, week out when he was in the French league. But from what I've seen of the player, he runs like he moves like Chiesa now.
No, he don't. He's smooth. He runs very smooth.
Whoa. He's rapid, bro.
He's rapid. No, he's rapid.
No, but the whole point is when he was at Madrid, people were saying he was rapid, arguably faster than Mbappe. That's what people were saying.
He moves.
I can't lie, you lot. When you go watch Munoz properly in it, he looks very below par for Liverpool level. He really does. Like wow. There isn't even like a bit of like a very rare bit of flair. Push the ball to the byline. I don't even know if he's.
So you're saying he's Martinelli?
Not in Madueke. Like Martinelli's better than him. Like and bro, I can't lie. For me, from what I saw, I just wasn't impressed. Wasn't.
But is he, Monts? Is he that type of player who's going to play in the first team regularly though?
No, he's not. That's why I said to
that's
Jamie,
why I'm not worried. You know what I mean?
That's why for me, I'm not gonna sit there like I'm gonna say, why did he make the Spain team? Why did Noni make the England like that?
Big up Tuchel.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, you get it? Like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend our signings are it when I don't think they are. That's different with me. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Munoz has to prove to me. He has to prove to me that he has something. Because from what I've 100%. Seen, he barely has anything. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look at that one banger he scored and go, that's what he does. I've seen Cody Gakpo spray a 60-yard pass, fade, zinger across the pitch. Doesn't mean he can do it. Doesn't mean that's a trade.
You got to be careful how you watch players, though. It's like watching clips. It's going to be 90 minutes, like on a regular.
Yeah, but guess what? If he was
scoring
bangers, bare bangers like Tozolis, man would be saying that's his game, right? So man, we can't pick and choose how we.
Tozzoli's got one goal in 3 years at Norwich.
That's at Norwich.
No, we can't say that. No, we can't say like what you're saying is you're identifying a player's ability. Yeah, we can't say where he plays. If his ability was that good, he would have banged at Norwich. So you're right. That's what I'm trying to say.
How old was he at Norwich, though?
He was about 19 or 20.
Yeah, 19, man.
Oh my god!
I might be wrong. Give me one sec.
I don't know. Someone check how old he was at Norwich.
He got 30 goals in Belgium.
Look, ultimately, Monts is right in the sense that he's saying there are big question marks coming. He's never played at this level and achieved it. So I think it's fair to have big question marks about it.
That's have to be there. Yeah, that's have to be there.
The one thing I push back on is the pace thing. I think he is rapid.
I think he should push back.
Smooth. He runs.
No. One thing we'll say, like, cool, he looks rapid, but he looks like he runs in right angles. That's my thing. Like when I look at the clips,
guys, do any of you have Twitter open on your desktop?
No.
Have what?
I can.
Open on your desktop.
What's that?
Yep.
Like, do any of you have Twitter open on your current Chrome tab?
Yes.
What's that?
Can someone please share screen and play the video?
Of who?
I can.
The video I just sent you guys.
He just posted in the private chat.
Told you guys from the start, the club view Barcola as a right winger. Like, we need to play this because this Fabrizio confirms it basically.
Oh, we all know that. Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah.
Play it.
I mean, I can make it. Zoom in a bit.
So, whichever one of you shares it, okay. Here we go.
You know, Barcola played right wing at Lyon, yeah.
Don't open your messages by mistake. It's gonna be a dark place. Play the video.
Yeah.
But do you want sound off? Do you want sound on?
Yeah, no, sound on, of course.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know.
It's just a video.
Sound off, eh? That's what you're used to, Monts, eh? Sound off, huh?
Oh, God damn.
Used
Ah,
to
damn.
it off, Monts,
All right.
Habibi, huh?
All right.
Well,
Ram just said about pushing back, and now I'm all right, cool. Anyway, that's just
Oh, wow.
But as of tonight, I stand on my position. No Arsenal, Liverpool are pushing for Bradley Barcola. Liverpool remain interested in. But as of tonight, I stand on my position.
not Arsenal. Liverpool are the ones pushing for Bradley Barcola.
Yeah, I think Liverpool buy Bradley Barcola.
So, okay, but here's the thing, Jamie. Let's be honest about this. We're not going to go pay 110 for Bradley Barcola and get another forward then as well. I think it's going to be just him.
Yeah, that's it.
Depends if anyone comes in for Cody. I think that all depends on that.
If Tottenham pay the money for Cody, yeah.
You know, a part of me believes maybe if it was another club that came in for Gakpo, he would have asked to leave. But because it's Spurs, bro, I think the guy wants to play like, European football at least. Bro, they don't even have Europa, Jamie. Like, I doubt, I don't think Cody Gakpo can be like, how can I say this, like seduced enough by that project right there.
You can if we tell him he's shit and he has to leave.
Yeah, but man, are we not like
Wow?
Have we not like realized that Chiesa is still here? So we might only be getting no, Chiesa's still here.
Well, the manager said
Push back on that one.
hey, the way you said it sounds bad. The way you said it like that is bad. I didn't say it like that. I didn't say it like you said it like that. That is bad.
I think I wouldn't be surprised. Look, I said. Do you remember when I said it to you, Sam, ages ago? Probably the end of last season. I think Liverpool's summer wish list is Barcola on the left and Diamande on the right. I actually think that is what Liverpool were going to do this summer. Right? I actually think that's what they were going to do this summer because they went very early on the Diamande stuff, trying to get him in. They literally bid 100 billion euros. It got turned down. Then with the two, because Liverpool were talking to his old agency before he went to his new agency.
Rock Nation.
And it all got messed up there.
The problem is, Jamie, now it's going to be even more difficult.
Yeah, no one's going. Liverpool ain't going to touch him now. Liverpool ain't going to touch him now. And because of that, I think Liverpool is scrambling around now, looking for another right winger. That's why I think they went and got Munoz out of nowhere because we weren't linked with him. Liverpool went out and got him out of nowhere, got him in for a good fee of 34 million. Saw a lot of talent there. The manager really liked him as well. But Liverpool still hold this candle for Barcola. And it's there. The links are there. Brizio talks about it all the time. Liverpool want Barcola. So, I can see a world where Liverpool do get Barcola. You've got Barcola, Munoz, Rio and Gakpo, Ekitike and Isak as your forward lineup next time.
Do you guys object to the right-sided, though? Barcola play on the right side.
Barcola can play on the right, but I think if you look at the kind of player he's more, I think for majority of managers in the world, he's more suited to the left, but he can play on the right. He's not like he's crap on the right. He's very good on the right.
Did he play there for Leon on the right?
He did. Yeah. I think he used to interchange a lot from the right and left when he's
but
what
did you
does
see
Areola do?
And did you see Rio's comments today? He's happy to play playing right wing, and he said, "Yeah, we're happy to play on both." I reckon they've already been told by the manager it's going to be a lot of rotation between the wings.
And that's why he does that Bournemouth, isn't it, Jay? So,
yeah, I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that.
What is it because of the whole right-footed players on the right wing?
No, I just like consistency in my team.
What if it's tailoring the team for the opponent?
No, don't you fucking dare.
I'm giving you. I'm literally.
If we already had the established spine, manager's been there for 4 years, then yeah, I can trust you with that. Not the new guy.
Is Iraola's the issue? So most don't rate Iraola people.
Areola's not a problem. He's not a problem. I'm excited.
Monts likes Areola. Yeah, Monts likes Areola.
You run the narrative, Jay.
I'm saying that don't be experimenting.
Monts didn't depot Jamie just did.
Don't you dare be experimenting as a new player. This is Liverpool Football Club, not Bournemouth.
It's not an experiment, though, Monts.
Well, it is.
What interchanging players?
Huh?
Interchanging players in the pitch?
No. Tailoring to your opponent each time. No, have your style and your philosophy and run that.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. You want to be
No. What I mean by tailoring, as in like for obviously you have your main way of playing, you have
Of
your
course,
main
how you start
11.
the game, yeah.
But in certain games during the season, you may want to tailor it to a certain opposition, depending.
okay.
on,
Yeah, that's
on-
not. Yeah,
That's what I meant. That's what I'm not talking about tinkering and changing, like doing whatever.
He's saying slots free at the back against PSG.
Oh please,
Brother, please,
God.
please.
Diomande X Barcola would cost 200. Let's go get Ryan, who also cost 100. So let's do
130.
quick math.
130. Are you just going to cut 30 million from the price? Or something? What we doing?
That is what I have been on this for weeks and weeks now about this Barcola and Diomande thing. I do honestly believe that was Liverpool's plan. And then you have Rio to rotate and can still get minutes because, and you got the established wingers. Like, I think that's why we've not. That's why it's looking a bit dry at the moment. Why we've not gone and got this right winger because I think Liverpool did put all their eggs in their basket on the Diomande situation on the right hand side.
I stick by my initial opinion. I think it's going to be a fluid situation. I don't think we're going to have just an out-and-out right winger, like just like, oh, Barcola, you're the right winger to the end of the season, full stop. I think in a 45-minute period, Barcola play there for 15, Rio or Gakpo play there for 15. Hell, even Wirtz might play there.
It depends on the game, innit?
I think it's going to be a very fluid situation.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just going to be cutthroat. You're the right winger and end up. I just don't believe that.
I still think there's going to
way too much uncertainty at the moment.
I think there's going to be internal solutions in the football club, and that will also be within the first team. And also be part of the youth academy as well.
Yeah. Nothing like FSG to go back to being FSG before they're no longer FSG.
Yeah, I can see Szoboszlai playing quite a bit on the right hand side if we don't.
That was my next question. That was my next question.
Monts is here, bro. What we doing?
That was literally my next question.
I want Szoboszlai to be Szoboszlai now. I don't need him to play right wings and all that stuff anymore. Just let him play his game, man.
Well, did you hear the manager?
I know, Jay. I know.
Even Areola said our backline is thin, by the way. He said
Did you hear what he said though about our right back situation? He was bigging up Conor Bradley. He went, he's our right back. He never mentioned Frimpong at right back once.
God damn. Hey, Monts, that's your guy, bro.
He went, Conor Bradley's our guy. Conor Bradley's our right back. But he's months away from being fit. So we are very light in the defensive part of our team right now.
The mighty have fallen, bro.
Well, Frimpong, yeah.
So Frimpong Szoboszlai sharing right hand side next season.
I just like how our right hand side used to be Matip, Trent, Salah, and
Hendo.
And that. That's what our right side used to be. Even 2 seasons ago, it was literally Konate, Trent, Salah.
And Sobo.
Yeah.
Well, we got rid of the centre back that can't defend, so it's all right.
Yeah,
Monts, why did you react that way? You wanted Szoboszlai at right back, right wing.
No. So to be specific, I wanted Szoboszlai at right back in slot system. I don't have to deal with that terrorist anymore. I don't have to deal with him anymore. So like now, Sobo can go back to being a midfielder, and I've got no issues. Like the pimple is gone.
I love how he switched the narrative now.
No, Monts has always said if Szoboszlai played in that midfield area where he should play, he's probably happy with him there.
Exactly. Like I don't know why. Like Ram wants to keep on,
going back to the slot.
Don't be angry at me. Don't be angry at me because Szoboszlai can't play in the 10, and he gets noisy every time he plays in the 10. Like,
oh my god, we're not doing this again.
Don't be angry at me.
I won't be angry at you.
It's like 6, 8 right back. I don't mind.
I want to play him in the 8, bro. What are we doing?
Bro, and I just don't like Szoboszlai in the 10. So why are you acting like I don't?
But he won the Premier League though, Monts, as a 10. He's won the Premier League as a 10, didn't he?
Oh, no.
What was he
No, we're not doing this.
No, we're going to go there.
Fozzie, please. Me and Monts have been fighting for 2 years. For 2 years, me and Monts have been fighting over this. 2 years.
I'm jumping out. I don't want to go on Monts.
Would you take Madueke right wing?
No, hell no.
He won the league playing right wing.
No.
In spite of him playing,
don't do Szoboszlai.
Be careful, brother.
Yeah. Hell no. No.
Listen,
I love it. I love it. Fozzie took 10 seconds to fold. He like. no,
I don't do that one, man.
He
No,
didn't
by
even
the
back
way,
his opinion once. He just gave up directly.
don't get me wrong. In transition off
Honestly,
the bench,
man.
someone like Munoz can do some damn, innit? You can do some damn. But
Don't try your settings. I hear it.
But like realistically, our attack and our back line,
we're in trouble, man.
like it's not even
no,
about
Monts is-
so much. The defense is more the injuries. Like Connor Bradley's got no knee. Jacquet, Jacquet, whatever you want to call him, has one shoulder.
Je crois.
Leone coming back from injury.
And then
Virgil
Leone,
too old.
they're calling Leone.
We're in trouble,
Like,
man.
he's got one.
But Leone's a crazy one, right? Leone didn't even play one game for us. How are
He's
people
a bad
talk,
man,
like,
by the way. And
he
Leone's a
could
bad
be
man.
amazing. He could be amazing. But anybody who's saying that with any kind of conviction after coming off an ACL and playing less than 90 minutes is just like,
That's
look,
mad.
if you
It's not
ask me,
us.
He could be amazing, but he could
Rax,
also
it's
be-
not us. It's the
But if you-
Italians that are saying it. It's Maldini that's saying
no,
it.
no.
I'll be real, guys. What we
Listen,
saw in that
right,
one
no,
game
but
was crazy.
yeah, but look, people are going to think this is crazy, right? I still think, and I said this about a lot of young players. I said this when we beat Chelsea in the thingy final, the Carabao Cup final with all those kids, right? I went into the terrace afterwards, and what did I say? I was so happy for them because most of these kids will not play for Liverpool in 2 years' time, right? And pretty much all of them. I think there is more chance that Rio doesn't make it at Liverpool than he does make it at Liverpool. I hope I'm wrong, but the reason is because the vast majority of young players don't make it. It's very, very difficult.
I do feel like
And you're talking about yes, yeah. And I listen. Nobody would be happier than me or any of us, right? We all want that to happen, but the odds when you're a young player, no matter how talented you are, the vast majority of young players don't make it. That's a fact.
It's true. It's true. It's more circumstance, and when they do make it, it's more circumstance. Or when they get their minutes, if they get longevity in minutes, it's circumstance rather than, oh my god, you're this good kind of thing.
Look, we're talking about Sterling. That season, 13-14. Sterling didn't play the first half of the season. He forced his way into the team, and then it went from the SAS, Sterling and Suarez, from Suarez and Sturridge to the SAS.
Yeah,
and along with Coutinho, that was like some crazy, and it came out of nowhere. But how many times do we see that?
But I do think it is circumstantial. Yes, maybe because of injuries. You see Rashford came in through injuries. Trent came in through Klein's injury. We've seen the young boys coming through injuries. But I think also when a team is like, for example, Saka's rise came from a time where if Saka was coming through when Arsenal were challenging for the league each year, Saka would probably be playing for Aston Villa. Or he'd finally have got to move to Aston Villa. He'd be Jadon Anthony. Who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? Like
or playing a right back like he did for a period, right?
Yeah, he'd be a Tarek Lamptey period. He might be a Tarek Lamptey period. Who knows? So, I think also when a team, so Liverpool now, I'll be honest, I'm very scared of us going back into our Stuart Downing era. But if we are in our Stuart Downing era,
easy.
I do feel like Rio is going to get all the minutes he can to develop, because when a young player does get the time to develop, it often means a top team isn't where they should be.
Whoa. What about Trent?
Could be.
Trent Klein literally had a broken back.
Yeah, and Trent, we were still fighting for Champions League places.
Fighting for what? Fighting for what when Trent was coming?
We won the Champions League final, bro. What are we doing?
What do you mean?
Not straight away, Ram.
We got
straight away.
It took time, man. It took time with that.
Where did we finish that year?
Not when
we finish that year?
Not when Trent was started playing football.
Ram,
regular,
where
bro.
did we finish that year?
He's talking about when Klein got injured. Where did we
the
finish?
Champions League. Where did we
Fourth.
finish? Right.
Fourth.
And the season before that, when did we get top 4 on the last day? I think we did. Right. So we weren't fighting for shit.
Nah, man. When Trent was playing regularly, we were going to Champions League finals.
When he broke into the team, it was because of circumstance.
No
yes,
one
Trent is a phenomenon.
Ram, why are you being wrong and strong for no reason? No one expected us to be in the Champions League final that season. Just allow it, man. That was the season where we beat Roma in the semis, bro.
Ram got his Bundesliga cap on again, man. It's just mad.
Yeah, come on, man. This guy's just being edgy.
Well, what Bundesliga team did we play on the way to the final? What are we doing? I will say though, Rak, I think the way that football's moving as well, I think you'll see a little bit more players coming from the academy that will get more opportunities. Reason why, like I said previously, the money that's being spent, the market, the way the market's moving, I think a lot of teams will be starting to move towards the Barcelona La Masia model, because if you look at what Barca did,
that's super easy, right? Let's just follow the La Masia. What about
yeah, because they have the likes of because they saved about how many hundreds of millions on players, bro. You're seeing it with Man City. They're buying all these young players. You're seeing it with us, where we're buying all these young players. There must be a reason why we're doing it. It was trying
Rogers is City Academy. Palmer is City Academy. All these players are City Academy. Cute. If they stayed at Man City, they would have never gotten the game time to begin with, bro. That's the problem.
That's exactly why Palmer left.
You want to know something? You guys are saying this now because you're calm. Like, all of you guys are calm and relaxed because it's the transfer window, and you haven't, you aren't emotionally invested in football yet because the season hasn't kicked off. You're all doing this whole youngster stuff. Josh Abe, and I don't know who.
No,
when the season starts, if we start to rely on youngsters, and we're in 7th place on 3 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses, you're all going like,
I'm not saying this season. I'm saying in the future, it potentially will happen.
Also,
I told you, man, about the sit down in era.
Let me tell you why you're a fraud. Yeah, who's the Liverpool Academy? We look at it for the last 30 years. Owen, Fowler, Gerrard, Trent. It's almost you could go one time.
Why was the academy successful back in the 90s? Because of one man. That's it. One man was the reason why the academy worked.
If you
because Jamie will even back me up on this.
Can I talk? If you average it over a 40-year period, it's literally one academy product per 10 years.
Yeah.
You cannot bet. And also even with Barcelona, right? Who's the Barcelona academy products right now?
Kubasi, Alejandro Balde, Marc Bernal, Fermin Lopez.
Who are the ones you would consider success? Don't play with me on La Liga. Who would you consider a success? Go on.
Probably the trio of Lamine Yamal, Fermin Lopez, Kubasi. Maybe you could argue
for a 5-6 year period before for a 5-6 year
period from the academy.
Nah, he's from Las Palmas.
Guys, between Xavi Iniesta and the Yamal, like that generation right there, who were the youngsters?
Messi, Piqué.
I said between them, dumbass.
Xavi and Iniesta were the early 2000s.
Bro, that Iniesta, Xavi, Piqué era.
Okay, you could have said that.
After that is Yamal, Kubarsi, blah, blah. In between them, who was there? Go on. And that's La Masia itself. Imagine.
Okay. That's a good point. That's a good point. What did they do with their academy? They sold them off. Dani Olmo was sold off to Dinamo Zagreb at the time.
Dani Olmo was sold to Dinamo Zagreb. Wow, you're really exciting me for this La Masia project. Wow. So Josh Abe is going to be sold to Lokomotiv Moscow in 2 years. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh no, because Dani Olmo is back at Barcelona where he first started.
Yeah, after how much
Alejandro Grimaldo.
How much money they spent on him? How much money they spent on him?
My point is, how much money
we're pointing out even the best academy in world football, and even then they have gaps because you can't control talent. You can't. Some players are talented, some players are not. Some people's game
60 million euros.
I'm gonna use an example of a squad player we currently have. Curtis Jones in the academy was a goal-scoring assist machine, number 10. He came to Liverpool. He performs well in the double pivot. So now, if I want to rely on academy, sometimes it will translate good. Sometimes it won't translate good. Some player will bottle it when they get to the top level. Some player might not have the mentality. There's 100 different question marks. Is Cole Palmer the player he is today had he never went to Chelsea under Pochettino and Poch gave him the keys?
Nope.
Would Morgan Rogers be the player he is today if he never moved to Middlesbrough and Aston Villa and had the time to develop? So it's very easy to say youngsters. Let's imagine Rogers and Palmer were the starting left winger and starting right winger for Man City under Pep Guardiola. All of a sudden you have expectations on you. All of a sudden you're expected to win league titles. All of a sudden you're criticized week in, week out. So all these questions are different. That's why what Rak said is accurate and it's true. At the end of the day, a lot of these youngsters won't make it. before you started watching football, okay, Samad Yassel, Christian Adorjan. I can tell you names. Young Robbie Fowler. Remember Adam Morgan?
Ahmed, yes,
Remember Adam Morgan?
Wait,
you know where Adam Morgan?
We have one in our squad.
Again,
One second, Rax.
We have
Rax,
one.
one second.
We
Where
have one
did
in our
Adam
squad.
Morgan end up playing? Yeovil Town. The next Robbie Fowler ended up at Yeovil Town.
We have one in our squad now. The guy who was going to be at the revolution in our midfield. The guy who came in for half a season and then dropped off the face of the planet for the last 3 years. Stefan Bajcetic.
Don't say that while Carl's around.
Let's go to the Premier League champions.
Unbelievable.
Aren't they? Am I mistaken, or are they trying to sell Ethan Nwaneri?
Where can they play him?
Yeah, well, that one Ethan Nwaneri, they got Lewis Skelly as well.
Probably the best one that never got to play for Liverpool, probably Suso. And even he did. And he was probably one of the best not to play for Liverpool.
He was good. But
And, he had, and the thing is, like, when he left, he had like an okay career, you know, AC Milan.
AC Milan, yeah, and all that
It's
stuff.
not like he exploded and won a Ballon d'Or.
No, but I'm saying, but Suso was someone who, like, it was like his stint probably showed that he probably could have had a time and a career at Liverpool, but again, he had Coutinho. He's
similar player.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying, but I'm responding more to Ram's point, because Ram's point is dumb. Because even if I look at La Masia itself, who are the best academy in Europe, between the Xavi, Iniesta, PK, and the Yamal Kubarsi generation, you had a period of 10 years where their academy.
So wait. So are we talking when Xavi and Iniesta made their debut? When they made their debut? When they made their debuts?
Alcantara come from? Didn't he come from there?
He came from Barca. Thiago
Alcantara. Didn't he come from there?
Bro, he did not succeed at Barca, ya Habibi.
Oh my days, are we mad?
I'm talking about players succeeding. Ram, don't insult my intelligence.
No, I am.
The reason why he went to Bayern is because he didn't start.
Because Pep Guardiola wanted him in his team. Wanted him. He even told Karl-Heinz Rummenigge to go and get that guy. Forced him to go and get it. Forget about Toni Kroos. Go and get Thiago. What are we doing, bro? Again,
Fabregas was Xavi Iniesta generation. Doesn't matter.
Oh my! Xavi and Iniesta were playing in the 90s, bro. They made their debuts in the 90s. What are we doing?
Iniesta didn't debut in the 90s.
He made his debut in Xavi made his debut in 98.
Xavi's older, isn't it?
2002.
When I say generation, I mean that team that played with each other. Don't be thick. You know what I mean. So
they were at the end when I remember at the start.
Like, so Jordi Alba was part of the La Masia, but then he moved to Valencia.
That Xavi, Iniesta, PK team, the one that Pep built, up until Yamal, Kubarsi, and whoever, the one that Xavi Hernandez himself built, that 10, 12-year period, La Masia was not producing amazing talents. And even if I give you, let's say, Habibi, no problem, Thiago Alcantara. Okay, I write his name down. Who else that they used in their team? I'm not talking about selling.
Jordi Alba, he was from the academy, then he moved to Valencia, then they bought him back.
Jordi Alba's not academy, they bought him.
He was from the academy, then they sold him off, then they had to buy him back because of how good he was. What are we doing?
Can I say about this academy thing Liverpool are doing, right?
They bought him for 15 million, which is the equivalent of 60 million today. Can you allow it?
For a fullback.
I do like what Liverpool are doing, buying these young players to put in their academy. But I will say one thing: for academy players to work, the first team needs to be working well at the same time. Otherwise, you're putting too much pressure. Otherwise, you're putting too much pressure on academy players. I think we all sit here today wanting academy players to come through and play for the first team and show their abilities. Yeah, but you've got to have a nucleus of a good first team for them academy players to grow and come into. You know, unless you get a superstar, like Liverpool identified Trent
as well.
Yeah, Liverpool identified Trent early in the academy, and when his chance came because of injuries, they brought him in and put him in and stuck with him and became the talent he was, and he couldn't be left out. You've always got to get special ones in your academy, and then you got to get really good players that need a little bit more time. But you need a strong team for that academy to work. So Liverpool still need to go out and buy players this summer to improve Liverpool. But then you've got your academy you've got to think about in the background, thinking like in a year or two's time, There's some players there that we really want to try and get into the first team, but we still need our first team to be flourishing. Otherwise, they're going to come in with a lot of pressure. So it works both ways, don't it?
I'm not denying this.
Oh, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying when it comes when the way that the market's moving and the way that a lot of these teams are operating, I just see a lot of these teams maybe not taking the risk of spending that much money.
Oh, it's the future.
The future. Of course. Look, I always say this. I've said this about Chelsea on multiple occasions. You don't win anything with kids. You never win anything with kids. A great man once said that, and obviously these players need a platform.
It came back it bit him, didn't it? Afterwards.
Well, everyone forgets about that Man United team. They had a lot of older veteran professionals in that side.
They had the Cantonars, they had the Schmeichels, they had all these players still there. But the thing.
Go on.
I was going to say, the only thing, I'm not saying that we should go full on youth, bring in like 11 new youth academy players, because it's never going to work. But it's just more of the case of, I see players going for £100 million, and all these teams, the last thing they want to do is spend major money on all these players, because if it doesn't work out, then they're going to look so stupid. So the only thing I see them doing in bypassing that is producing all these young players who can get up to the £100 million.
Take time, though.
They can be.
Yeah, but
the best run clubs would allow that time to happen.
This is why
because they will still be challenging.
If Liverpool, like even Barcelona, for a certain amount of time, couldn't rely on their academy. Yes, now they are able to do that, but even them, if the best academy in the world can't rely on their academy for a space of 10 years, then what makes you think Liverpool, you have an average of one ridiculous player per decade, can do that? That is very sure. But there are some players on this list that I think in the time that Hassan mentioned were decent. Obviously, they're not as good as the holy trinity that we spoke about, and even now with Yamal. But you had Jordi Alba, as you said. I'm looking here. You had Thiago Alcantara, you had his brother. You had, and then after that, Christian Tello. After that, I'm seeing, I guess Fabregas is in there. Fabregas is 2011, by the way. You was wrong with that one, Sam. That was way after.
No. He played because remember he moved to Arsenal when he was very young. He was 14.
Yeah, he went. I remember
Fabregas was the reason Arsene Wenger changed his style of football.
Yeah, but that's not my point. I'm saying Fabregas is not the same era as them, man. In my opinion, I think he's.
Oh no, he is. He's the same era as PK.
That's not Xavi and Iniesta though.
Oh, but again, Hassam's thing was going from 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Christian Tello, Mark Barata, Rafinha.
I think the fact you said Mark Barata tells me all you need to know about Bartra. So
I hear it.
And also, Monts, just so you know, a player leaving your football club and then you buying them back does not necessitate that you have that, because I'm talking about bring him from the academy and use him directly.
I do think that's quite a specific argument, though, Sam, in terms of a player succeeding at a big club.
Argument, though. How can I make the academy the bloodline of the team if I don't use them directly?
Oh no, that's the days of that.
Monts, let me ask you just one question, okay? One very simple question. Let's say instead of Elliot Anderson, City bought Morgan Rogers for 120 million. Do you consider it like smart idea? Oh, let me go buy my own academy player for like 100 times what I would have had him for free.
Saying on a Pogba thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in order for the academy to be the bloodline, you have to use them immediately.
Bro,
not sell them and use them 5 years.
But then also, Hassam, I could argue
football has changed. There isn't this academy. I get what Ram is saying, that with these inflated prices, the value of academy prospects developing and then profiting off of them, that could rise. There could be a rise in those stocks. But in terms of any sort of reliance on the academy, football's changed. You will plummet down the table.
But then again, I'm not saying to fully rely on it. I'm just saying to bypass
even partially rely on it. Even partially rely on it is crazy.
I don't know if I still think it's possible. I still think it's possible you can partially rely on it.
But not in the Premier League.
There's two things, right? Football now, there's a lot more information out there. So these talented young players, they're very, very, very few gems. People out there, players out there that nobody knows, that you just go, all the data out there, all the leagues are being monitored, all the people are collecting data, all these clubs have models and all that kind of stuff. It's not even. It's a far cry from even the whole statistical data analysis thing 10 years ago. Look, Brighton. If you're a young player and Liverpool come for you and Brighton come for you, I don't think it's clear that you should definitely choose Liverpool. Because Brighton have shown. True. Brighton have shown they will give you a pathway, they will give you minutes, and then when the time is right, they will be happy to sell you to a Liverpool or to a Man United or to.
And you want to know what's proof of all this? We have proof of why what Ram says doesn't work. Chelsea Football Club. Not only did they use their academy players, they actually went and bought some of the most exciting youngsters in world football.
Youngsters.
For the last 2 years.
I'm not saying to go and buy youngsters, bro. What we do? Stop. No,
using your academy players, you can make the argument that buying youngsters is even better. Objectively speaking, the young kids that Chelsea bought that actually worked out were Estevao. You could say Colwell. Fair enough. Who else?
And I also said you don't win anything with kids.
At Chimpong, they want to set.
No. The point was the whole statement.
Andre Paez, remember him? Where is he?
The whole statement. He's still at Chelsea, by the way. The statement that I'm making is you can only make this work if you still have the experience available that is there. That's why Barca was so. That's why Barca is relatively successful at this moment, because not only do they have the Lamine Yamals, the Kovacic, your Bernals, and people like that, they had Lewandowski, they had Rafinha, they had Frankie, they had all these players. So that's what I'm saying. No, but Hassan, again, that's what I'm saying.
Team, how many people made it from the Yamal team? How many?
If we could say proper starters, I would probably say 4.
Probably majority of La Liga.
Okay. How many of them made it to the squad? I'm gonna make it easier even for you.
Then
5, probably.
Nah. What Gerard Martin and people like that?
Yeah. How many made it to the squad? Like contributed 5 people. How many were in that? How many were in that team? 15 to 16. 5 of them, and that's La Masia itself. Imagine.
Let me have a look.
Problem is, for me, relying on youngsters, even to what you're saying, Ram, is such a huge risk because the probability of it not working is way higher than the probability of it working. Literally. And my problem is, like, you look at positions like, oh, Liverpool need a right back. Just bring a right back from the academy. Yeah, we did, and he's injury prone. No problem. And that's not something that any of us on the panel could control. Conor Bradley is a quality player. No one can deny he has a lot of good qualities. Defensive, going forward, he had amazing performances for us. The guy is injury prone. So a player can come up who's injury prone. A player can come up that his game doesn't translate to the big boy leagues. A player that can come up that he doesn't suit the Premier League, as an example. A player can come up, who may be wearing the shirt.
And that's when
there's so many factors.
And that's when a properly run club also has the experience that can take over. That's why when Jamie used the United example, where people use the whole famous quote, you don't win anything with kids, that United team was still stacked with so much experience in that team. The likes of Schmeichel, the likes of Cantona, and people like that. Roy Keane, who was started to become an established player within the Premier League and in world football. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go and build a team of youngsters. You're never going to win anything like that unless you have generational players in every position of the pitch. I'm saying with the way that the market's moving, when you're looking for 2 or 3 players to boost your squad and the asking price around about 115 to 130 million, clubs moving forward will be like, maybe it's better that we go and work on the academy and get someone who is worth of that, who could probably be worth 113, 115 million in the future. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying to go and do stuff like that. But on your point, Sam, I think overall there's the Barca team out of 21 players, there was 10 of them that were from the academy. I think 10 that were part of the squad there.
Okay, fair enough. Let's just agree to disagree. I just checked out our big up to all of you guys locked in. We even have 900 people in the building, even at this late at night. Are any of you guys going live after?
No.
Okay. Big up to all of you guys. We still have almost 900 people in the building. So please do hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single please like and subscribe now. Don't forget to keep getting involved in the comment section. Keep letting me know your opinions. And, I always appreciate you guys, truthfully. So thank you guys so much for showing me so much love. I just checked out our first 10 games. I'm scared. Let me check it. Why are you
First
scared?
5 are okay. Outside of the Newcastle away.
Okay, so let's go to Liverpool's first 10 fixtures. Newcastle away, Forest at home, Ipswich away, Fulham at home, Bournemouth away, City, Brentford away, Brighton, Arsenal, Palace, Man United.
Yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start.
I might be watching a different Munoz. I watched some of his clips. I think he's better than Madueke and don't think he's below par, my opinion. Monts? Because you're the one that said he's below par.
They're already attacking him. Or?
Am I allowed to say pushback, or am I still going to get cussed?
I read the
Super chat as well.
well.
Wow.
You think he's better
Monts,
than
are you going to push back?
Guys, how are we making pushback something weird? Can he just...
It's Rak that started it. Rak that started it.
Can I just have a counterpoint? You know what I'm saying? He ain't better than Madueke as of now. From anything I've seen, not better than Madueke.
So no response, Monts?
What do you mean? I've watched this. I think he's better. He says that he says I don't think he's below par. I just don't think he's like, from what I've seen, he's like, if he played for Wolves, I wouldn't be like, if Munoz played for Wolves, like I wouldn't like, nothing would look out of place.
Hassan, guess where Munoz is from?
Real Madrid Academy.
Real Madrid.
No, it's Barca's Academy.
No, Munoz is
he's from Barca. He went to Barca first, then went to Madrid.
Bro, are we gonna do the Sterling thing? We're gonna do the Sterling thing.
Hey! No, Sterling's from QPR. What we doing? And then he went to Liverpool, and we made him better.
I'm so tired of you. Bro, Rodri is becoming overrated. I'm hearing people say he's better than Gerrard. Guys, I'll be honest with you. We're going to have to take the L on Rodri. Rodri has done some crazy shit in the last 4 years in football, and no one can deny it.
They're saying he's better than Busquets, bro. But he can chat to Busquets. You can chat to. I don't think he's better than Busquets, but you can chat.
That's your opinion. I think he is.
That's the thing.
I think he's an all-round player.
I think he's a merge of Alonso and Busquets.
I don't think Busquets would do what he did in the World Cup. I don't think he'd do that. Like, be more impactful like Rodri.
Spanish player of all time, full stop.
Easy, no, okay, that's going too far.
There are people who say that though.
I don't know about that, but
because Iniesta can match all of his achievements with
you know when man complete the step,
except
very hard to chat.
Except what? Go on. Except what?
Ballon d'Or.
He played with Messi, but come on, Messi, man, like Messi tax.
Just saying.
Come on, Rodri won the Ballon d'Or when Messi was playing in MLS, man. Come on,
I think Busquets is still better than Rodri at what they're supposed to do, but I think Rodri has more to his game in that attacking, that clutch attacking, long shot, ambidextrous stuff that he does. He can just do all of that as well. But I still think, especially obviously,
let me ask you a question once.
Because Rodri does more than his job.
I just want to ask you a question.
As well.
Months. Like, would he do what Rodri's done in the World Cup?
No.
With that team.
No, I literally said that.
Yeah.
Busquets can't do. You know what Rodri done to win Man City the league on the final day, or the Champions League final.
Yeah. He's a game winner. He's a game winner.
Yeah, Rodri's a match winner. However, Busquets, at what you're supposed to do as a deep line conductor of play, Busquets for me is still better than that at what Rodri is. Not by crazy amount, but Rodri is better at winning games more than what Busquets is better at Rodri at what they're supposed to be good at. Does that make sense?
I think Rodri's
Rodri's a better midfielder, but Busquets is a better defensive midfielder.
I don't
think Rodri's an out-and-out DM like Busquets.
I think Rodri is like
he's
a merge of Xabi Alonso and Busquets.
Us as Liverpool fans, we should be happy. You want to know why? Because Gerrard is always the benchmark.
Oh yeah.
You will never see them comparing Rodri to Lampard or Scholes or any of these guys. Every time a midfielder has 10 good games, they compare him to Gerrard. Arsenal fans did it with Rice.
Rice.
United fans did it with Bruno Fernandes. They did do it. I can show you the video. Callum was on the video as well with the other United fan. They compared him to Stevie G. Stevie G is always the benchmark, so we know he's
Still
gonna
weird,
be remembered
though.
forever,
Come on,
man. He's gonna be remembered forever.
Still weird.
Anyway, listen, I'm gonna wrap it up
Twitter.
here. Big up to all of you guys. All the links are in the description. Please go give them all my brothers subscription. Liverpool Chats TV, the Ram Stand, even Ram, subscribe to his channel. Don, this is the part of the season where you're around. In March time, you'll disappear again. We all know. You can follow Rak on Twitter, subscribe to Fozzy TV, and subscribe to Big Six Bands. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna redirect you guys over to Martin, City Martin. He's live now, doing a stream. Go over there and tell him Hussam Raid. Love you all. Peace out, Habibis.
Downing.